space you can find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
It is Tuesday, boys and girls, and yes, it's time for another edition of Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here, and as always, thanks for tuning in on a yes, indeed, Tuesday. It could be cold where you are or raining. Here in the metropolitan Detroit area, there's both. Hopefully, if you're in the metropolitan Detroit area, you are driving carefully or you're in your house. If you're up north, then you're in your house because it's cold, freezing, and it's cold. Well, we'll get to some Butch On Sports. This is an abbreviated version of Butch On Sports tonight here as we'll get it started. Just got in a final score. Michigan 59, Minnesota Golden Gophers 57. Yes, that is the score of the basketball game at Chrysler Arena. Michigan just get over the hump here. Minnesota had their number tonight here. All the stats for Michigan were just not up to par. The shooting percentage was just shooting alone is 33%. Michigan got to get it up. And needing free throws, 63% for the team. They better get it together because people are catching up quickly and in a hurry. I'm just saying. Red Wings are playing right now in Edmonton, Alberta. And right now the score is 0-0. Nobody's leading. It's Edmonton and the Detroit Red Wings are going on in the first period at this time. Ken Daniels was doing the play-by-play for NBC Sports. Yes, our Red Wing announcer is doing the play-by-play for NBC Sports tonight. I don't know why. What do I know, huh? Let's move on. This abbreviated version of Butch On Sports. Detroit Lions announced that today, yes, today they have hired John Bonomingo as their special team coordinator. Bonomingo returns to Detroit after recently serving as a head coach at Central Michigan University for 4 seasons, following 2 seasons as the Detroit Lions special teams coordinator in 2013-14. He led the Chippewas to a share of the Mid-American Conference West Division in 2015 and helped CMU to a bowl appearance in each of his first 3 years. Not so good this year. Maybe that's why he took the job with the Lions when it was offered. Hey, it's time to get out. Stay on top. Okay. So that's the deal with the Detroit Lions right now. They're picking and digging and getting their stuff together. They got now Bevel's the offensive coordinator, and now they got this gentleman here for their special teams. Both of them were very subpar, need some work, and hopefully that'll get worked on quick, fast, and in a hurry. Speaking of in a hurry, Kansas City Chiefs. They have taken some steps of rectifying the league's 31st ranked defense. We all talk about how good the Kansas City Chiefs are and the quarterback and everything. And you heard some nice words about the defense, which ranked 31st. That's not too cool. They announced the firing of defensive coordinator Bob Sutton on Tuesday, which is today. Bob's a good football coach and a great person. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid said in a statement he played an integrated role in success of our team over the last 6 years. I said before that changes can be a good thing for both parties. And I believe that it is, in this case, for the Chiefs and Bob. That was the statement given today by Andy Reid over his defensive coordinator, who got fired today. Oh, well. Changes are coming. I tell you, we was on Sunday and we talked about, we did talk about the flag issue in the New Orleans game. It was just as much crap in the Kansas City Chiefs New England Patriots game as well. Just much crap. However, the world is faced on the New Orleans Saints downfall with that third down pass interference from cornerback Nicky Roby Coleman, who blasted again Tommy Lee Lewis, smacking the jaw and in the head before the ball even got there. And out of 6 officials, no one saw anything. Again, instead of a first down that they could have had to bleed the clock on out, the Saints kicked the field goal. Oh, God. And we go from there. And even Robbie Coleman said, he admit he didn't look at the ball. He just went after the guy. True enough, hey, everybody's been honest in this catastrophe here. What I don't get is everybody wants to say, well, you don't want to change the rules because the integrity of the game has already been screwed by this. And I know everyone in Louisiana really is quite leaked off. But majority of the United States and everybody who watched this game is leaked off. Big time. For a penalty that was not given. Now they have sections where the commissioner could have stepped on in and said, change the ruling. So the commissioner had to have some representatives at this game. Now, no ruling is going to be changed. The game will go on. But you better believe the owners who have any moral fibers in their blood, during the meetings or the spring meetings, are going to say loud and loud that this can't happen ever again. I repeat again, the Canadian Football League, that they say is below the standards of the National Football League, which I don't believe that in crap city. I believe if some of those Canadian football players come into the National Football League, there'll be a change in attitude big time. Because they'll appreciate the money they'll be making, which is a lot more than what they're making up in Canada. And some of their integrity and how they treat players and coaches and everybody else, and some of this crap that we see with players not going to work and a whole lot of other little things, if they don't have no medical or real reason to miss work, it wouldn't be happening. But what do I know, huh? But I tell you one thing for sure. When it comes down to kids watching the game, parents watching the game, a lot more women than ever before watching the game. And they see that, or what I saw. And many, again, they're still talking about that particular. It's ridiculous, it's stupid, it's dumb. We will not be able to change the tide of the game because the game's already been played. And again, the commissioner who should have or could have got in the middle of something at during the time of the game saying, I seen the play, and that is a penalty. So at that point, we'll start the game at that point. Didn't do it. But I'm quite sure there'll be some rulings and some things done to beef up the integrity of the National Football League. And for that matter, I don't want to just ring on the National Football League because I look at it in basketball. I see it, in hockey. You see maybe certain liberties we used to see in baseball when the Detroit Tigers pitcher of years past, Galarraga, got screwed from umpire who I don't want to name, just messed it up for him. Yes, we're used to seeing screw up, and then we end up forgiving the person for doing it, which we should. But when you don't continue on leaving things naked and don't fix things get out of proportion. Again, I'm saying it now. The National Football League will have some competition in the upcoming months, starting in February the 7th with the American Alliance Conference or Football League, whatever they want to call it here. And of course, Vince McMahon with his XFL football coming soon. And it's going to be competitive against the National Football League at the same time they play. So no one's ducking the NFL. No one at all. But they got to get their house in order. And they got to do it really, really quick because, hey, people are not going to look at you anymore. It's just plain simple. Plain and simple indeed. It's not going to happen. Which I think basically simple. You can make things bad for everybody or you can make it worse, but got to get it together here quickly. I see right now commercials are being fed on the hockey game. I can go and take a look. And again, in a few minutes on the Red Wings right now, it's still nothing has bumped up on my computer yet saying, hey, the Red Wings scored or vice versa. By the way, speaking of integrity here, well, you're likely going to see a whole lot of commercials during the Super Bowl celebration and during the game, and of course about theme park vacations and soda pop and laundry detergents, and of course a whole lot of car commercials, second to none, chips and snacks commercials. One of the commercials will not be seen on February the 3rd. The medical marijuana ad has been rejected by CBS Sports. According to CBS, they rejected a 30-second commercial touting the benefits of medical marijuana. George Allen, the president of Acree, told CNN Business that he expected that CBS might not allow his company's commercial during airtime of the game. So why did you make an attempt anyway, knucklehead? Why don't you just put it on before the game? Oh, well. What do I know, huh? You won't see a marijuana commercial. Hey, by the way, while you're thinking of some goodies here, the pictures in the catcher for the Detroit Tigers and the workouts in Lakeland will be Wednesday, February the 13th, while the first full squad workout will be on Monday, February the 18th. Oh, yeah. And today was a happy day for four new Hall of Famers going to Cooperstown, including the first ununanimous choice, Mario Rivera. 100% of the people voted him in. Roy Halladay got 84.5%. Edgar Martinez, same thing. Mike Messina was a close one, but all four of those got into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Again, Rivera could become the first ever to get 100% of voting. The results of this year's votes were announced by Tuesday, today, at Baseball Writers Association of America. Now, you need 75% of the votes to get into the Hall of Fame. Now, next year, of course, that special committee comes up again for if it's a necessary version that Lou Whitaker can get into the Hall of Fame. I'm just going to mention it now because there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings in this town if Lou Whitaker is not in the Hall of Fame. But the clock starts right now for next year's verdicts in the Hall of Fame. And Lou Whitaker could be one of those fine individuals who got passed up or passed out by, again, some great integrity people, or supposed to be. You know, this show could become very crazy negative today because a lot of things that people didn't like, we kind of announced it on the show today here. Yes, we did. And I don't want things to always be the case that where the errors are bad news. So we won't be. We'll just continue on the rock and roll. We will have a show Thursday for the week's end. Yes, we will. And we'll talk about some things other than, hopefully, some positive stuff here, on our show. Worthwhile here. So I say, kind of stay tuned for Butch On Sports. As elegant we can be. Hey, we had our first show of the game in quite some time last night here. Scott Nason, friends, and Dave McKay, Mr. Russell, myself, all got together. First time in a long time. It was fun. Full of pep and vigor. I tell you, nothing like getting into a routine. Speaking of routine, you can listen to Butch On Sports on Facebook. Go to Butch On Sports on Facebook. Give me a hoop and a holler. You can also catch me on Podomatic. Just type in simplyButchToo.Podomatic.com. And boy, you can find Butch On Sports. You can also get it on the game show website, which includes all our other shows there with Dave McKay and Sault Ste. Marie, Canada, and also Scott Nason and crew in other events as well here in podcasting. I'm Simply Butch. I'm going to take it away today here and take some time off. Again, Butch On Sports is a presentation of All My Darling Productions. Have a great night, everybody. Check you out or tell us to listen to us on Thursday. How about give me a like on Facebook, too?